Rockford Zone for Classic Rock, 96.7 The Eagle. Good morning, it's Double T, and it's time for more Comedy USA News with comedian J-Dog. And live from the news desk, it's comedian J-Dog. Hey, J-Dog, what's happening today, buddy?
Hey, yo, what's up, Double T? It's your good pal, Jeremy J-Dog Danley. And today we are talking about St. Patrick's Day.
Ooh, St. Patrick's Day. Are you a fan of I know you're not a big fan of a lot of these holidays. Are you a fan of St. Patrick's Day?
You know, I love St. Patty's just as much as the next guy. I mean, who doesn't love getting a free pass to drink your face off?
I mean, that's basically what it is. I mean, like Halloween's all about the candy. St. Patrick's Day is all about the boozing up, right?
100%. St. Patrick's Day is like Halloween for alcoholics.
How does St. Patrick's Day and comedy work together, or is there a little bit too much booze involved?
Let's face it, Double T. St. Patrick's Day and the party lifestyle is not exactly the best dynamic for stand-up comedy. I mean, you can run out, wear green, pretend to be Irish all you want, time to celebrate and have fun. But if you're a stand-up comedian, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, because you want that audience, you want them to be loose and free and have a few drinks in them. But then there's that point where there's too many, and then they want to become part of the show and cause a mess with what you got going on.
That's right, Double T. I'll give you a couple of scenarios that I have personally experienced in my career of doing comedy and performing multiple times on St. Patrick's Day. Picture this. You walk on stage, the first thing you see is a bunch of people in green hats drinking green beer and screaming at the top of their lungs.
That's pretty intimidating.
You know you're in trouble. Yeah, how you supposed to make a crowd like that laugh? They're so hyped up, they're not even going to hear your jokes. And I don't want to be the guy ruining their buzz. I don't want to be up there giving a TED Talk at a frat party.
Excuse me, everyone. Could you be quiet? I'm trying to have a show here.
Simmer down, class.
You do feel like a teacher at times, don't you, when you're in front of the audience doing comedy?
100%. And I did not get into this business to teach people anything.
Otherwise, you would have become a teacher. No, thank you.
No, they're there to have fun. I can totally get into that. It's just they're just not going to understand your jokes. You might as well be speaking Gaelic. So here's your other dynamic, Double T. You go in and just imagine the type of person whose idea of the wildest thing they can do on St. Patrick's Day is go to a comedy club.
You're in trouble.
Again, you're in trouble just for the opposite reason. I mean, seriously, you got all this green beer flowing. You got people dressed up like leprechauns. You want to spend your time sitting in a dark room listening to a bunch of comedians tell jokes?
No, why would you do that?
I mean, some people aren't into the whole St. Patty's Day thing, I guess. Maybe they don't like crowds. Maybe they're not big drinkers. But come on, there's plenty of other ways to celebrate. You could go to a parade, hit up a pub crawl, just hang out with some friends, drink some beer. Let's not forget about the comedians. They're up there, they're trying to make people laugh, and all they see is a bunch of people staring back at them with sober faces.
You don't want that.
Yeah, that's like trying to perform for a room full of statues.
When you're in a situation like that and you've got a rowdy crowd that's been boozing pretty hard, is there a way to reel them back a little bit and get their attention and get them into the show again?
Double T, you could try to fight against the party vibe and try to get the audience to pay attention. But, maybe you could incorporate the St. Patrick's Day theme into your jokes.
That's true. You can do that.
I'm just good luck with that. It's like trying to get a toddler to sit still during a sugar rush. and Double T, let's be real. Leprechaun jokes are about as played out as my old VHS tape of Goodfellas.
Yeah, there's probably not a lot of Leprechaun, St. Patrick's Day, boozing, Irish, any kind of jokes like that are probably all long taken care of a long time ago.
Absolutely. And don't get me wrong, Double T, I love comedy. I love performing comedy. I love St. Patrick's Day. I love comedy clubs. But there's a time and a place for everything. St. Patrick's Day is not that time or place. It's a day to let loose, have some fun, and maybe make a few regrettable decisions.
What are some other holidays that aren't good for comedy?
I would say New Year's Eve and Black Wednesday are along the same lines.
Okay, yeah, those all big drinking holidays. I can understand that. If you lean into the, party atmosphere of, St. Patrick's Day, can that help, or will that just push them over the edge to even be crazier?
I would absolutely say that it's really the only choice you have is to lean into it. If you are a comedian and you do decide to perform on St. Patty's Day, first of all, my advice is just save yourself the trouble.
Right.
But you're 100% correct. Lean into it, get up there, have some shots, drink some green beer, and remember, if the crowd's not laughing, it's not your fault.
It's Bar Comedy USA News with comedian Chair Dog. Chair Dog, besides avoiding St. Patrick's Day, I know you've got some shows coming up and some stuff coming our way. What should people know about?
Well, I would say people right there in Rockford need to mark on their calendar right now Saturday, April 15th, because you've got an amazing comedy extravaganza heading to Rockford at the Screw City Tavern. It's going to be the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour. Get this, headlined by Mr. Lucky, Dobie Maxwell, your good friend and mine, Double T, and hosted by Double T himself. So you can get tickets for that at barcomictix.com.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun night. Always great hanging out with Steve and the folks out at Screw City Tavern. Buddy, thanks a lot for some great insight in the world of comedy again.
Likewise, Double T, I can't wait to talk to you next week and tell you all about my adventures St. Patty's Day here in Las Vegas.
It's Rockford's Own for Classic Rock 96.7 The Eagle. I'm sure that's it. Well, I mean, dude, you got all the basketball stuff going